you go to a new nail place, you're asked, do you mind if I record your hand? 2 days later, and I see my hands saying, her, I'm broke.
Take full accountability. It was not towards her. It was just to be funny. Racism isn't even part of the equation because I have a ton of African American clients, Caribbean clients, Jamaican, Haitian.
Imagine paying a business your hard-earned money, and the next thing you know, you get online and you see yourself in a video, and then you're embarrassed. And that's exactly what happened here. Which leads us to the next question. Is this all just a joke? Or did this business just make one of the biggest customer service mistakes that a business can make?
I don't usually post negative reviews about places. I just leave the experience as is. But this was so odd to me that I feel like I have to share. So imagine you go to a new nail place, you check them out from TikTok through their content, super nice, place seems cool, and then you're asked, oh, hey, I want to respectfully make sure that you say yes to making content before I start recording. Do you mind if I record your hand? 2 days later, I'm scrolling my TikTok timeline and I see my hands saying, her, I'm broke, with a broken heart emoji, meaning you have no money, and then him as a response saying, me, bet.
Now, the disrespect, I'm convinced that there needs to be some sort of business etiquette class or something. I don't know. I don't think this is what small businesses, especially nail shops, should want to go viral for. Out of all the things you could have said about her, why she had to be broke? Ma'am, I understand your frustration. Let's continue.
This makes absolutely no sense. How am I broke and I'm a paying client that tipped you very well and came to the appointment? I don't think I look broke. Secondly, as a woman of color, I found it very odd how when I looked at other videos on the page of women with lighter skin or white hands, they had no kind of weird captions or anything on it. Then when my hands are posted, you're calling me broke. Yeah, so to make things more weird, then after I see it, I didn't even get the chance to confront him about it. I was gonna ask him at my next appointment. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm making too much of this. What if it's just whatever? This made me uncomfortable, but I'll just talk to him about it.
Right.
At 11 o'clock at night, I then check my phone and he sends me a message through the automated number that they have. Hi, Kiani, before your next appointment, I wanted to reach out and tell you that I can no longer take you on as a client. To avoid accountability, he saw, oh crap, she saw my page, because when you have under 5,000 followers, you can see the people that come visit your page. So I'm assuming he saw and clicked on my page. Even when we spoke, he didn't know that I had a decent following. So I think he panicked, like, okay, you know what? To avoid this turning into something, since she saw the content that I made and me calling her broke, I'm just gonna tell her I can no longer take her as a stylist. I'm being told I'm being canceled as a client when you just made this weird content of me that I didn't ask for. When I said yes to it, I'm thinking he's just gonna post a tutorial or some of the ones that I've been seeing. And I actually was complimenting him on the TikToks that made me come into the shop. It really is awful too, because apparently his mother owns the shop. She's probably not even aware that he's posting stuff like this of the customers. I mean, I would assume she's not aware. It's very odd too, because he's like, oh, why haven't you got your nails done in a while? And I was telling him about a few experiences that I've had, people being like really late or like whatever. And he's like, oh, that sounds really unprofessional. Don't worry, I'm gonna take great care of you. That's what he says.
My gosh. As she's talking, it's just getting worse and worse. Not only did she pay for this service and then receive this sort of treatment, she also opened up to the person doing her nails. Now, let's be honest, y'all. That happens common in a lot of beauty services when people are doing your hair or your nails or things like that. A lot of the time, there's a little back and forth, you know, you're telling about your experience. You might even be opening up about other stuff. I feel like this is so messed up, but it opens up a conversation for something I think is very important for business owners. If you are running a business and you can't think past today, that's going to be a problem. The reason I'm saying that is because it's not just about the $100 that somebody might be able to get off of a client for their nail service. It's about the referrals, them coming back, the viral TikTok stories, or the Yelp reviews that might damage your business, even just having bad press. Like, for example, let's just say she spent like $120 coming to him every 3 weeks, right? That's roughly around $2,000 every year. And let's just say that she kept coming there for around 8 years, right? Because she was treated nicely and she enjoyed her experience whenever she was getting her nails done. Do you know that's like $16,000 per person? And if you can repeat that, you'll be able to run up a bag. I truly think people are losing the art of the experience that is supposed to be provided to customers. And I can say this as somebody who does and has gotten beauty services done. I'll say in today's climate, a lot of things are lacking. And while I'm on the topic, I'm gonna take the time to explain. Everybody that sits down to relax to get a beauty service done does not want to be on your camera. They do not want to be on your camera. They do not want to be, they did not sign up for a photo shoot. And now you got, like, there's people doing hair services that are telling people to come in full glam. Excuse me? They're like, come with your lashes done, makeup beat, full beat, half beat. Like, what is all of this verbiage and agreement you gotta do just to get a beauty service done? Ain't that the point? You're showing up somewhere to get beautified, to get, you know, a little spruced up. You can't just sit in somebody's chair now. They gotta record the whole thing, making it weird. And then on top of that, you're a paying customer. So it's like you're paying for them to do that. Then on top of that, if you agree to the terms and conditions, like, hey, okay, yeah, you can take a video or a picture of my nails. You got people that'll do stuff like this for free with your hands. This is what they're doing to quote unquote promote their business. They're on the internet calling you broke, and you tipped them and paid them, and they got free promo for their Instagram or their TikTok or their social media platforms off of you, off of disrespecting you. I'm convinced we need a no video policy when it comes to paying customers, because it's out of control. It's out of control. And a lot of people got the nerve to say, oh, you're paying for the experience. The experience of what? Being recorded? What is y'all, the feds? Because that's what it's looking like. That's what it's looking like. Are y'all the ops? It's not feeling friendly in the nail salon, in the hair salon. Like, it's too much. It's too much.
We barely even talked after I started my nails because I was watching the show that was on the TV. And I was like, oh my God, this is great. I found a new place. And me, when I like a new place, I am loyal. I make sure that I continuously come back. And I put people on, I'll post about it, whatever. But this is an odd one right here. But yeah, if you want to avoid a weird experience like that, I would not recommend going to this place.
Ma'am, I'm so sorry that this happened. It's actually ridiculous. But here are my thoughts. People think a building is an asset. They think equipment's an asset. They think the salon chairs are an asset. But one of the biggest assets that a business can have is your reputation. A lot of the time, your reputation precedes you. Word of mouth got there before they even stepped in the door. Before they could experience you for themselves, people already had an idea, right? You don't want your perception or your reputation to be, you do stuff like this online. Unless you just want to be known for being messy. And some people don't mind being known for being messy. But do customers who want their nails done want to sit in somebody's chair who might be messy? Like, to be honest, let me be honest, maybe because it'd be a lot going on in the salons. But I don't think people want to be the butt of your jokes. And if it's even slightly inappropriate, perhaps just don't do it. And I also want to say, I think she was tricked. Would she have agreed to this video if she knew that she was going to be called broke? Probably not. Probably not. And that's the other issue I have with people getting beauty services done and them being recorded. Some of y'all put the ghettoest music that doesn't represent that client over that client just because they sat in your chair. That represents you. But see, as the business owner, you might not be thinking that maybe they don't want to be attached with certain music in the background. Did y'all, I have had it done to me and I was appalled. Like, what they said in them lyrics? No. We need to go back to the basics because it's really out of hand. But I want to go over to some of these comments. Now, she says she was really disappointed and she's genuinely exhausted of spending her hard-earned money on weird experiences when she just wants a service done. I understand. I really do. I feel the same way. She goes on to say, this is why I've learned to do so many services on myself to avoid things like this. Ma'am, are you me and I'm you? Because I feel the same way. And no shade to nobody. These folks will have you sitting in there watching horror movies. My spirit don't like that. I don't like that. But this is so-and-so salon, so I can't tell. Like, hey, they be like, do you like horror movies? No, they still got the horror movie playing on the, golly. So you got to make sure to bring you some headphones. Look away. Like, a lot be going on when you getting these beauty services done. My. And in my opinion, just reading what she said here lets you know, as a business owner, something went terribly wrong and you failed. Even if her nails look great, you still failed. You still failed. Because despite what many people may think, when a customer comes in for a service, they're not just buying the nails. And that's my problem with a lot of beauty service providers who think, oh, I did this for you. You should just be happy. It's like, no, they're also coming to leave feeling confident, pretty relaxed, feeling like this is a luxurious experience, because people be getting knocked over the head with these prices nowadays. And last but not least, not leaving feeling embarrassed or disrespected. Because when you think about it, it's like you paid your money to feel that way. And that doesn't feel good as a paying customer. Now, I want to see some more of these comments. Well, allegedly, I can't confirm nor deny that the TikTok and the Instagram comments might have been cut off for this nail salon. Oh, and I'm still gonna look, for the plot, for us, for us. Wink, wink. My wink ain't working. Now, hold on. Y'all saying, then his response video, he could have kept that. That's coming from 2 minutes ago. Wait, 2 minutes ago again? Girl, did you pay with a card? Dispute it. Others saying, it's not that deep. Now, it definitely is. It definitely is. I don't know what y'all talking about. And she replied with, not that deep to you. It was to me. So I shared it on my page. Hope this helps. I'm not even mad at her. Y'all are in the comments saying, sue for defamation. And not y'all with the Soldier Boy memes talking about next appointment. Now, this is allegedly the nail tech who had the interaction with the last person we just seen. And this isn't even on his TikTok page. From what I can tell, it looks to be deleted, but somebody else on TikTok posted it. So let's see what he said. This might just be a great business lesson.
What's going on, everybody? There's a video going around on the internet where a person is talking about me at our nail salon, and I just want to come out and apologize for any misunderstanding that happened. Take full accountability, but here's my end of the story.
I'm not sure about where this is going, because he said I take full accountability, and sir, this is 3 minutes long worth of a video. Let's see.
Here's my end of the story. So that post that I posted actually had nothing to do with her. It just happened to be her hands in the video used for that like viral hook. Like, you know how creators use viral hooks to get viewership and stuff like that? That's basically what I did. And I completely forgot that customer, I didn't want to do her nails anymore. That's really my bad. I shouldn't have, correlated her to the video, which could be a big misunderstanding. But yeah, I just wanted views on the video.
What? Like, wasn't she a new client? He said, I didn't want to do her nails anymore, and he just did it for the hook. Now, as somebody who does social media, I can understand to an extent of what he's saying about doing something for a hook. Here's the thing. When you're in the business of servicing people, getting them to come back, calling them broke, like calling them brokies is wild. That's actually wild. And then to make matters worse, he seems like before he did that, he was like, oh, I didn't want her to come back anyway. I'm like, did you know that when you were asking her for the free promo, sir? When you were asking her, can I use your hands in my video and get free promo? Did you know that you didn't want her to come back already? Because what did she do? I'm not understanding. Were you two booked up? Was it just not the best experience? Or is this an excuse?
That specific hook in the beginning, that text in the beginning, that was not towards her. It was just to be funny. You know what I'm saying?
That's the problem with y'all. I'm gonna be totally honest. That's the problem. I understand using social media to get clients, to spread your visibility online. It's a great tool. After seeing something like this, it would make me think, oh, you care more about being social media famous than doing my nails. You care more about what TikTok thinks, what YouTube thinks, what all of social media thinks over valuing my hard-earned dollars. And at that point, that's where the line is drawn. You ain't got to say nothing no more. And I totally understand why she wouldn't want to come back. It doesn't even sound like he's talking about a real person that he ended up having a human experience with, somebody that he actually affected by his actions. He just kind of sounds like, yeah, I was just doing it for the video, and Yeah, I'm sorry, but yeah, I was just doing it for the hook. Y'all, we gotta do better than this.
Oh, and for the people that rock with me and follow me, they know that I always use like hooks like that, kind of engage the viewer a little bit more so the video blows up.
He's serious. Like, do y'all see? He's serious. This is not helping.
So yeah, it's not something that I literally did out of nowhere that I haven't done ever. I do this all the time.
Even more of a problem, but we gonna get to that in a minute. Now, Exhibit A. Let's just start here. This is an example, and I'm gonna mute the audio, but I'm gonna tell you what it says in the background to prove my point. Her, why my nails crooked? Eye roll emoji. Her friend, nah, hold on, let him cook. Her, fine. Then her friend, have you even seen his IG? Just wait. The lyric says something like, I got Grey Goose in my system and I'm trying not to give a F. Let me listen one more time. Cause I'ma love you tonight and eat you when I wake up. I'm quoting the background music, and this is what I be talking about. This is the nail tech posting this, by the way. Then the lyrics go on to say, give me some of your love, cause it's on. Why y'all just can't post like, why the words gotta be what the words is? And this is what I'm talking about. Don't be posting my nails talking about somebody eating something when they wait. No, they not. You ain't eating nothing. Why is this the music? And then I don't like it. And this has happened in all industries. So if it's ever happened to you, please comment down below. It's actually an epidemic. I'm tired of it. I'm going on strike. I petition for y'all to stop using any and everything as background music just because you like the song and you think it's lit and you like to listen to it on your Saturday night. That's your business. That's your business. Don't put me in the video talking about the oochie coochie and somebody banana tree hanging low, and I'm not with it. I'm not okay. Not okay with that. Y'all taking free promo too far. And this is what I mean. You can put whatever you want as a caption over anybody's stuff. Do y'all consult with the person whose image you're using and say, hey, this is how I'm going to advertise using your face or your image? No, you don't. Because you don't care. You care about how your image and how your business is being portrayed. And this is why I think when y'all go into these salons, if they want to use your image, tell them it's going to be at least $1,000. I don't know what that video finna do. Tell them it's at least $1,000. At least $1,000. Like, at least $1,000. And give me the concept. And I need to approve it. I bet people act like they have some sense then. I bet you a lot of the stuff you see happen online wouldn't be happening.
It was not towards her. It was just to be funny. You know what I'm saying? So, and for the people that rock with me and follow me, they know that I always use like hooks like that, kind of engage the viewer a little bit more so the video blows up. So yeah, it's not something that I literally did out of nowhere that I haven't done ever. I do this all the time, you know, with multiple people, and even those people, literally the same thing with them. Like, it has nothing to do with them. It's just that it's just a funny hook that I can use so the audience could be hooked into my video.
And you know who ain't hooked? Your client. Your client. That's what I mean. Y'all want to be on social media? Be on social media. You want to do nails or not, sir? Which one is it? Like, you can do both. I'm not hearing enough about the craft. That's annoying. And I'm sure he's probably great at what he does. But y'all want to be all on the stage. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Just doing a lot. And all I'm hearing is social media strategists. You know, I do it for the hook. I truly think a lot of y'all are losing the blood.
All content creators do this. The reason why I don't want to do her nails anymore is because it just kind of made me feel uncomfortable as I was doing her nails. And my whole thing is that if I don't feel comfortable doing a customer's nails, I'm just not going to do their nails.
So you didn't feel comfortable before or after you asked to video her hands and then call her broke? So, or was it as you were recording her hands, you said, I don't like how this is going, and then you said she was broke, and then you said, hey, I'm not going to be able to do your nails no more, and sent that text? Sir, this is a business case study, okay? Social media is really doing the number on the small businesses. A lot of y'all, in my opinion, are doing it to yourselves because you're mixing the business with social media, and there's a lack of care and etiquette and professionalism for the customer while y'all are doing that. It's almost seeming like they're second to the social media platform. Man, this is interesting.
You know, and you guys see in the text messages that I sent her a message like, hey, it's not gonna work out. I can't take you as a client. You know, have a good day, whatever. And you guys seen that. Like, as you guys know, everything in life is very transactional. Like, you going to the grocery store, buying something, buying fruits, checking out, you going to a coffee shop and buying a coffee, you going to study with a friend. It's all transactional. Like, they're all transactions, right? So you coming to a nail salon is a transaction as well, right? But the thing is that we can make life enjoyable with those transactions by talking to one another, about asking each other, how's your day? Just cool conversations, you know? As she sat in my chair, she kind of was passive aggressive and didn't really believe that I could do my job, asking, oh, do you want to see the French again? And like certain things that just kind of ticked me off. Racism isn't even part of the equation because I have a ton of African American clients, Caribbean clients, Jamaican, Haitian, Nigerian. I have Lebanese clients, I have Moroccan clients, Puerto Rican clients, I have Dominican clients. I have all types of ethnicities coming to me, you name it. My brother's wife is Jamaican. It's like, bro, how can I be racist?
Let's not ask these sort of questions, sir. I'll just say it's still possible and leave it at that. I'm not saying he is, but let's just, okay. And that's his right to not want her as a client after he felt some type of way. That's his right, okay? The sequence of events to me is quite interesting. And she did say, yeah, I wasn't talking too much, or she said something like that. It's like, you gotta do the most to sit in somebody's chair. Like, not only are you paying them, he was talking about her being, in a sense, aggressive, or saying things like, do you want to see like how I want my nails again? To me, it just sounds like she was trying to make sure she was getting what she asked for, because that can happen. That actually happens, where if you don't show somebody what you want, all of a sudden at the end they're like, well, I gave you what I thought you wanted and it's time to pay. And then there's a big back and forth. People don't want to pay for something where it was just a misunderstanding, where it could have been wrapped up or ironed out just by saying, hey, look at this. This is like, do you need to see it? That's a yes or no, whatever. If you don't, cool. You know what you're doing. Woo. I don't understand personally what the big problem was with that. And I also don't think it's an issue if your client is sitting in the chair not speaking much. Some people don't talk a lot. It's like, what do y'all want people to do? They're already paying you. You want them to do flips and do tricks and stuff. Like, what? People might just be having a bad day. Even if they're not having a bad day, nobody is forced to talk to you or have small talk with you. They're paying you for a service, which is do the nails. It would be nice. Yes, I can understand if you can have a warmer interaction. I definitely get that. But it's just coming with too much stipulation. Like all these, and this is what I'm talking about, all these stipulations. The woman was paying to get her nails done. She wasn't paying to have a conversation. Does that make her weird? Does that make it a problem? Is it a problem that she said, hey, do you need to see this again, or would you like this? Like, that's a problem. Dang, I guess I'd just be one problematic customer because I'm not seeing where the issue was. And what's crazy is the girl didn't sound like she didn't enjoy her experience. This is from his perspective after calling her broke. This is after him calling her broke in his video. And then saying he doesn't want her as a client because you know the vibes are just off. Man. And then he said he was taking full responsibility or accountability in the beginning. And it's just like, this is a lot.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's crazy that somebody can call me that out of nowhere. Like they could judge me on my character off of just one video or criticism somebody has made of me.
Sir, this video ain't, this is the one. This is the one. You talking about what she said in the video. Nothing she said, in my opinion, as somebody who don't got a dog in the fight, is as bad as what I'm seeing right now and watching you say out of your mouth. Nothing she said was as damaging as this. Because you do have to look for both sides. And I always try to do that. People do get on the internet and lie. So if you can provide context in both sides to get an understanding of a situation, I think that's the responsible thing to do because we have the resources to do that. But when we look for the resources, and this is what we see you saying, sir, for many people watching, they're not going to say it was her. They may not be thinking it was her.
Like, there's two sides to every story. You should meet a person before you judge them.
Sir, would you want to meet you after watching this? If you were just a person who didn't know you, who just wanted their nails done, y'all might have a great salon. If it were me personally, I wouldn't want this person doing my nails. I say that respectfully because he might be mad I ain't talking enough. And I might be stressed. I might have had a long day because sometimes that's what it is. I don't feel like talking to you. Can you just, like, you doing this service for me actually might make me feel better. Actually, Actually, and you don't even know that. You don't know my dog just ran away and I put her in the back and now she up the street. She just stressing me out and I went for a little jog and I done broke my toenail. You don't know. But I came here for a luxury service to take my mind off all that. And if I saw this was you, I just wouldn't want to take my chances. I wouldn't want to take my chances because I wouldn't want a repeat of what happened to her to happen to me if I was a paying customer. I just wouldn't, respectfully.
You should be able to look at multiple perspectives before you start judging somebody, before you start giving hate comments, before you start saying some real messed up stuff. Because guess what? You can mess up my life. It can go downhill, you know? You just showing hate and you just behind your screen. Yeah.
What if the call is coming from inside the house? The accountability, in my opinion, when people are like, I'm taking accountability and stuff like that, and a lot of what he's saying is true. But, however, comma, it's like, sir, this video speaks to what your reputation might be also. You posted this on the internet. Social media, I think for a lot of y'all, or like, not just businesses, people in general, but specifically businesses, you're attaching your business to this sort of rant, okay? If your business was ranting or speaking on certain things online, it would make sense. But your business is doing nails. You could have apologized to the customer publicly, said you did whatever you did and you were wrong because she had the proof in the text messages, and tried to redeem yourself. And I can't understand why businesses do this. But instead, this is what you did. Like, I'm not even gonna say what you did. I'm just gonna show. This is what you did. This was your decision. May it have some sort of ramifications for you posting this on social media? Perhaps, but that was your choice. So that's the accountability that is it in the room with us? Allegedly, can't confirm nor deny, you know?
And you guys can check our reviews on Google. Again, like I said, like if I don't want to do a customer, I'm going to message them real nicely. Like, hey, I can't take you as a client. Just like how you guys could choose a nail salon on who you guys want to do your nails. For me, I think you should be able to pick and choose what client you want to do and who you do not want to do. But again, I take full accountability for what I did on my end, because that hook in the beginning of the video, that shouldn't have been correlated with her nails and her hands, that's my bad, and I really do apologize. And yeah, I hope this clears up the misunderstanding.
It, in fact, in my opinion, made it so much worse. But, and sir, this video isn't even on your page where you originally, but like some other TikTok account took the video you posted, which I can't find. It might be up, but I don't see it. And they posted it again and then tagged the creator who made the original video. Now, the first comment says, aggressive. That says enough. Another saying, you're in the wrong. Another saying, he doesn't mean this. Another saying, how am I racist? My uncle's mom's sister's cousin who lives down the street has a mechanic that's African American who I never met. Shaking my head. Another directly quoting him saying, my brother's wife is Jamaican. How can I be racist? Oh, brother. Sir, you did say that. Like you actually, I digress. And I don't know what he is, y'all. I'm just reading the comments. Another saying, you forgot you didn't want to do her nails anymore. I don't know how you forget something like that, but that's actually a key point here, and I'm glad they said that. Other saying, the whole apology is off.
I'll also be honest, I don't know if it's the fact that I have ADHD and I react to things a little bit slower, or the fact that my intentions were genuine, so I wasn't thinking it was meant to be hurtful or shady. That's not what my mind first went to. In my head, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a smaller content creator. He's trying to get on. He's doing great content. And that's what I've seen from him so far. I didn't see no weird, you know what I'm saying? So he's like, oh, can I make some content with you when we're talking about that? And I'm singing his praises of his work. I'm like, okay, great.
Not after you praised him. He did. Oh my gosh. People are interesting, to say the least. Interesting.
I'll make a nice little compilation video of my nails too. Let's not blame the person who, let's not blame the victim. You feel me? For him just turning that into something weird and unexpected, that's on him. But I wholeheartedly agree. You are absolutely right. We have to know our value and not go back to spaces like this. But we also have to show grace on why people wouldn't think that quickly all the time. Because you never know what I'm experiencing on the daily. I'm also the type of person that over time, I'm not going to lie to you, I've had a lot of weird, unwarranted experiences with people that I just be like, you know what? I'm going to take it to the chin and move past that, be graceful about it, whatever. But I am learning some things really do have to be addressed. So this was not even me publicly calling him out to be like, y'all, burn him at the stakes. Like, no, that's not even my intention. My intention is to call him out so he could be called in. Some people need something like that to happen so that they realize, oh, this is not how I should be treating people.
What's interesting is he made that apology video and somebody came to the comments to say, girl, he just posted. And she was saying, can't see it, love. He blocked me right after making that video. Was the apology for her then? You know, like the person it actually happened to didn't seem to get that apology publicly, which makes me think it might have just been for social media. That's what I think. She could have been tagged, right? She could have been tagged. If you think you're wrong and the person you wronged, hey, reach out to him, tag him. Let them know that you're feeling how you're feeling, which is remorseful. But why would she be tagged and everybody else on this on the internet can see you making this apology video except her, the person that was wronged? This is why I be like, people just be a bunch of performance. This is why I say social media is not a real place. Because make that make sense, y'all. For all the critical thinkers out there, why would that make sense? An apology video was posted, but she can't see it. We can see it. So who is it for? You know?
So because I'm blocked after I saw that video, somebody just emailed me his video. I have a few things to say in response. My main thing is, this was so uncomfortable for you. Why did you wait 3 days, send me a message telling me you're no longer comfortable with me being a client at 11 p.m. at night when I saw your video 3 days later at 10 p.m. at night? It just seems oddly weird with the time that you were perfectly fine until I saw that video that you made that you didn't think I would see.
She saw it with a magnifying glass that she didn't even have. Like, she allegedly can't confirm nor deny. I said the sequence of events was interesting too. And I just hope that all the businesses are paying attention. You really never know who you're dealing with. In my opinion, you should always strive to give the best customer service experience, right? This video has like 100,000 views and the other one was like thousands of views, thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people seeing this interaction and what happened between those two and how he dealt with it. Think about your reputation. Think about if you want to do nails, first off, show the craft. We tired of seeing selfies of y'all showing everything but y'all want to be all in the video. Let's see the work. And he was actually posting the work, but then he was posting more than the work. And that's where he went wrong. But I digress. Y'all know what I'm trying to say.
Love for you to let me know whatever I was being passive aggressive about. As far as showing you my nails, I'm pretty sure I have to show you the inspo pic to do my nail.
That's exactly what I said. Now that's crazy. That's crazy. And she took it too far doing that.
Which is why I still tipped you at the end. Also happened to mention that this is content he makes all the time. Very not true. Because if that was the case, I would have never agreed to it. I actually was complimenting him the entire time and I had 5 videos saved of his content. I still didn't talk negative about his content in my last video. If this is content that you make all the time, where is it? Like literally, where is it?
Girl, it's the music tracks. You got to listen to the lyrics. Allegedly can't confirm. Nor actually, I can confirm because I showed it. I can confirm. Some of y'all, it's innuendo. It's lewd music. Lewd. That you might not know was used to show your hands. But I didn't see nothing crazy like nobody else being called broke. I didn't see that.
Because from what I saw on your page, that's not what you posted all the time, which is why I agreed to it. Also, me personally, if somebody's making me that uncomfortable, I wouldn't keep making content of them or even post it afterwards. Your chair was completely quiet. The shop was actually quiet because I wasn't even saying anything to you as you were finishing my nails. Yes, you happened to mention the tokenism about your brother being married to a Jamaican woman. You told me that unwarranted. You also asked me what is my nationality, unwarranted. And you kept telling me about the black people that you're cool with and unwarranted.
Relevance? I don't know why people do that. I'm not sure. It be getting weird in public. It gets weird in real life. I'll just say that I had some experiences. My. I don't think she lying.
That does not mean that these type of acts that you're doing are not offensive to people of color. That's my number one pet peeve when people try to be like, oh, actually, I have a black friend, so I'm not racist. That doesn't mean that. And you're not actually apologizing if the entire time you're making excuses for what you did. Just apologize, admit it was wrong, and that's it. If anything in the equation ticked you off, instead of confronting it or even telling me that day or the next day or the following day, hey, I don't want you to be in my chair anymore. Why use my hands and make content?
That's why I say y'all gotta start charging people. I'm dead serious. I'm dead. And ask for the concept. Ask for the concept. And no, you can't release it until I see it. Actually, the best business practice, permission. Because you can request a business to take down your likeness and your image if you didn't give them authorization to do it. Because you have to remember, you are a paying customer. Don't let these businesses or beauty services gaslight you because people have been just doing whatever they want. Ever since social media has gotten the way it's gotten, people have been doing whatever they want. They do not have the right to just record you. They don't. I don't care what they say. They don't have the right to just set up a camera and record you. And for y'all businesses that think you do, that's part of the problem. That's part of the problem. Everybody want to have a photo shoot. You know your clients is coming in, they ain't got no sleep. They running off 2-3 hours trying to rush to get to their beauty appointment, and you want to put a camera in their face. And don't even ask. It's one thing if you get permission, but just to do things that you know they wouldn't be okay with. Come on now. Come on now. At least he asked. I'll give him that. At least he asked, but he still wasn't right with what he did with her image. That wasn't right.
And what inspired you saying I'm broke? If anything, that makes me think that you felt away while I was in your chair, and that's why you post. Once again, I have no issue talking to people and squashing things like adults, but you did not handle this like an adult. You did not take accountability, and that's really what it is. And now that you're seeing the result of that, now you're switching your story. At the end of the day, even when this first happened, you still had this video posted on all of your pages for a while. You only took it down once people started seeing it in a negative way. And if you look at all my comments, I never cared for anybody to come at you, come at your page, none of that. But at the end of the day, if something is wrong and makes me uncomfortable, this is my page. So the same way that you can talk on your page and say something made you uncomfortable, I can do that on here as well.
I mean, it's social media. I think people love to use social media until, something like this happens. People can have their opinion, even if it's against you. Y'all gotta understand. People will even come against you on social media. They will do it. That's the part of social media that I don't understand. It's like not understanding that is what happens. You can say what you want, somebody else can say what they want. And then somebody else can say what they want about it. And then y'all can't just be like, well, why are they talking about it? Why are they speaking about it? Because you're in the comments asking them why they're talking about it, why they're speaking about it, and you're speaking about it in the comments. So you're also engaging in the speaking about it, and you're also engaging in the speaking or engagement by watching it, and that's how social media works. So if you don't want to get caught up in something like this as a business, don't post things that show your customers that are paying you for a service that might even be coming back in a bad light, because they might go to social media. They might go to social media on you. Now you're viral.
There's absolutely two sides to every story, but I don't like when people can't take accountability for their side. And that's really what it is.
I need to know what y'all think about all this down below. Do y'all think that the nail tech was wrong? Do you think that the client was wrong? Do you think she overreacted? Do you think he didn't take accountability? Whatever you think, comment down below. But I know one thing. This seemed like an interesting business case study. And a lot that was shown in this video can be used as a resource to either help your reputation or to hurt it, especially if you're running a business. And I know one thing. We have to start making better decisions today in order to have a better future.